We all crave escape. Watch, listen and learn. You'll be glad you did. It's a natural human instinct to move away from discomfort and towards pleasure. Our brains are wired to seek reward and avoid pain. This instinct drives many of our behaviors, from the mundane to the extraordinary. Escape, in its many forms, offers a temporary reprieve from the challenges of life. A movie, a vacation, a shopping spree all provide a break from the everyday. But what happens when we seek escape not as a temporary diversion, but as a way of life? Enter negative reinforcement, a powerful force that shapes our actions. It's a concept that often goes unnoticed, yet it influences our daily decisions in profound ways. Negative reinforcement is not punishment. Instead, it's the removal of something unpleasant that reinforces a behavior. For instance, when you turn off a loud alarm clock, you're removing the irritating noise which makes you more likely to use the alarm again. Similarly, taking off tight shoes after a long day provides relief, encouraging you to wear them again despite the discomfort. Imagine the blast of cold air on a sweltering day. You step into an air-conditioned building and the relief is immediate. This instant comfort makes you more likely to seek out air-conditioned spaces whenever you feel the heat. The removal of the discomfort of the heat reinforces your behavior of seeking cool environments. You're more likely to repeat that behavior in the future, seeking out the cool haven from the heat. This is negative reinforcement at play. It's a cycle that can be beneficial, helping us avoid discomfort and seek comfort. However, it can also trap us in patterns that are hard to break. But what happens when the heat is internal? What happens when we try to escape not the weather, but our own lives? When stress, anxiety, or negative thoughts plague us, we might seek out behaviors that provide temporary relief. This could be anything from procrastination to unhealthy habits. The cycle of negative reinforcement can keep us stuck as we continually seek to remove the internal discomfort without addressing the root cause. Understanding this cycle is the first step towards breaking free and finding healthier ways to cope. Meet Mark. Mark is a man who, on the surface, seems to have it all: a stable job, a comfortable home, and a routine that many would envy. But beneath this facade lies a different story. Mark is a man caught in the throes of quiet desperation. Every day he wakes up to the same alarm, commutes the same route, and sits at the same desk. The monotony is suffocating. His job, while stable, feels meaningless. The tasks he performs day in and day out seem to contribute little to the world. His relationships, once vibrant and full of life, now lack spark. Conversations with his partner have become routine, devoid of excitement or passion. He goes through the motions, a nagging sense of emptiness following him like a shadow. Even during lunch breaks, he finds himself sitting alone, lost in thought, wondering if this is all life has to offer. Mark wants more from life, but the path to change feels daunting. The idea of breaking free from his current situation seems overwhelming, so he seeks escape in daydreams and fantasies. He browses luxury car websites, imagining himself behind the wheel of a sleek, powerful machine. The thought of driving away from his current life, even if just for a moment, brings a fleeting sense of joy. The ads whisper promises of status, freedom, and excitement, a stark contrast to the monotony of his current reality. They offer a glimpse into a life filled with adventure and possibility, a life that feels just out of reach. Mark decides to take the plunge. He buys the car. It's a decision he's been mulling over for months, weighing the pros and cons, considering his finances, and dreaming of the open road. The dealership is bustling with activity, but for Mark, time seems to slow down as he signs the papers and receives the keys. The metallic clink of the keys in his hand feels like a ticket to a new adventure. The moment he slides behind the wheel, a wave of euphoria washes over him. The seat molds perfectly to his body, and the steering wheel feels like an extension of his hands. He takes a deep breath, savoring the new car smell that fills the cabin. It's a scent that promises new beginnings and endless possibilities. The leather smells expensive, the engine hums with power, and for a brief moment, Mark feels different. He feels a surge of confidence, as if the car is infusing him with its own sense of prestige. The dashboard lights up with a futuristic glow, and the engine's purr is a symphony of engineering excellence. Mark can't help but smile as he imagines all the places this car will take him. He feels successful, in control, envied. As he drives through the city streets, he notices the admiring glances from pedestrians and other drivers. It's as if the car has elevated his status, making him feel like he's finally made it. The smooth ride and responsive handling make every turn a pleasure, and Mark feels a sense of mastery over his surroundings. The car becomes more than just a vehicle, it's a symbol of escape, a tangible representation of his desire for a better life. It's a rolling sanctuary where he can leave his worries behind and focus on the road ahead. Every time he looks at the car, he feels a swell of pride and a reminder of what he's achieved. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey and the freedom that comes with it. He drives, the wind in his hair, or at least that's what he imagines since the windows are rolled up and the AC is on high, and he feels a sense of liberation. The car's powerful engine responds to his every command, and the world outside the windows blurs into a tapestry of colors and shapes. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated joy where the stresses of daily life fade into the background. And for a little while he forgets about the emptiness. The car becomes his refuge, a place where he can be alone with his thoughts and dreams. As he drives, he reflects on his life, his choices, and the future that lies ahead. The road stretches out before him, full of promise and potential, and Mark feels a renewed sense of hope. In this car, he finds a piece of the freedom he's been searching for. Section 5. The glimmer begins to fade. The initial euphoria fades. The new car smell dissipates. Mark finds himself stuck in the same traffic jams. His work problems haven't magically disappeared, and that nagging sense of emptiness returns. He's still in the driver's seat, but the scenery hasn't changed. The car, once a symbol of escape, becomes a reminder of a deeper dissatisfaction. The negative reinforcement cycle has run its course. The relief he felt was temporary, a fleeting escape from the underlying issues. Section 6. Behind the wheel, yet standing still. Mark's story is not unique. We all engage in avoidance behaviors to varying degrees. We bury ourselves in work, scroll endlessly through social media, or seek solace in unhealthy habits, all in an attempt to outrun discomfort. But true fulfillment cannot be found in perpetual escape. Avoiding our problems doesn't make them disappear. It simply delays the inevitable confrontation. The longer we avoid, the stronger those issues become, casting a shadow over every aspect of our lives. Section 7. Breaking free from the avoidance trap. Recognizing avoidance behavior is the first step towards breaking free. It's about acknowledging the discomfort we're trying to outrun. Are we unhappy in our careers? Are our relationships lacking depth? Are we neglecting our own needs and desires? These are not easy questions to confront, but they hold the key to lasting change. Section 8. The road to genuine fulfillment. True fulfillment comes from addressing the root causes of our dissatisfaction. It requires us to step out of our comfort zones, face our fears, and make conscious choices that align with our values. This might involve having difficult conversations, pursuing new passions, or making significant life changes. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. Section 9. Steering toward a brighter path. Life is not about escaping discomfort. It's about navigating it with courage and authenticity. When we confront our challenges head-on, we open ourselves up to a life of deeper meaning, connection, and purpose. The next time you find yourself reaching for an escape, pause. Ask yourself what discomfort you're trying to avoid. The answer might just lead you towards a brighter, more fulfilling path. Section 10. The journey continues. The path to genuine fulfillment is not a destination, but a continuous journey. It's a road filled with highs and lows, twists and turns. But each step taken with intention brings us closer to our true selves. Embrace the uncertainty, for it is within the unpredictable moments that we often find our greatest growth. Remember, it's not about the speed at which you travel, but the direction you choose. Keep steering towards your dreams and let each challenge be a milestone of your resilience and strength. The journey is yours to create, so make it a masterpiece. Thank you for watching, and if this video has inspired you to reach deep inside to consider life and to bring out your authentic self, please like and subscribe to The Faceless Advisor and stay tuned for future video lessons. Have a wonderful day.